Deltoid tuberosity. It's a bony region craniolateral aspect of the proximal humerus. I first locate the most cranial point of the humerus, which is greater tubercle, and from that point I move laterally and distal, where I meet the next bony prominence, which is deltoid tuberosity.
Go.
Spine of the scapula. It's a prominent plate of bone on the lateral surface of the scapula. It extends from the dorsal border of the scapula, runs down to the ventral angle of the scapula, and finishes with the prominent bony eminence, which is acronium. Therefore, we can say that acronium is distal end of the scapula, and also is the ending point of the spine of the scapula.
Go.
Wings of the ilium. Ilium is the most dorsal and cranial bone of the pelvis that I am finding from coming from the lumbar region. The flat surface of the wings lies between the cranial part of the ilium, tuber cocci, going down to the caudal part of the ilium, which is tuber sacrale. Greater trochanter of the femur. We start going down from the tile. We hit ischial arch. We then laterally follow ischial tuberosity until we feel a depression, which is sciatic notch, and the next bony aspect is greater trochanter of the femur. The patella. It's a small bone that sits in a groove cranially at the end of the femur. I find the patella by grasping all the quad muscles. They feel like a soft tissue, and I follow this soft tissue down until I feel the first bony eminence, that is the patella.
Okay.
Latissimus dorsi muscle. It's a flat and triangle-shaped muscle that runs laterally from the caudal border of the scapula, laterally down to the lumbar fascia attaches.
Go.
Biceps tendon at the elbow. Coming from the point of the shoulder, we are going down, passing the apex, further down, hitting the humerus, and I feel the biceps there at the front. And when it forms the tendon is sitting medially here at the elbow. No. Supraspinatus muscle. It's a spindle muscle in the scapular region. After we located the scapula and the spine of the scapula, the supraspinatus muscle lies cranially to the spine of the scapula.
Go.
Middle gluteal muscle. After we found wings of the ilium, we know that cranially lumbar aspect sits. However, caudally gluteal aspects. And gluteal muscle sits on the lateral side of the wings and sits closer to the body of the dog.
Go.
Biceps femoris muscle belongs to the hamstring group. First, we locate the greater trochanter of the femur, and we know that femur goes down, sitting in vertical orientation. So biceps femoris sitting caudally to the femur. That's the muscle that runs down until the mid of the tibia.
Go.
Cranial sartorius muscle is a thin, long, superficial muscle sitting cranially to the quadricep group. It runs in a vertical orientation from the area of tubicoxy down to the end of the femur.